Welcome to Thoughts for Growth, a 3 to 15 minute program to inspire, motivate, and or provoke you to see life differently. Brought to you by K-Wave 6 Radio every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. Now, here's your host.
There's a better way, there's a better way. Take one step back and say there's a better way, there's a better way.
Hello and welcome to Thoughts for Growth. This is Kirk Spencer, your host of K-Wave 6 Radio. I first want to apologize for not being here or having this published earlier today, but as I said in the blog earlier, there's always seems to be more to do than there is time in a day to do it, and today has been no exception. I went from running around town doing some things that I needed to do away from here and ended up starting up a new business venture to many other things, so there'll be more about that at another time. However, today's thought, if I may, is, well, as you saw in the blog, I hope, or if you see it in the podcast, it's a quotation from Elvis Presley. I'm going to build on this one just a little bit because I'm going to make this one short so I can get to tomorrow's Thoughts for Growth segment. His quote is, "People think you are crazy if you talk about things they don't understand." You know, there's another quotation out there that actually summarizes it very well, which is saying, we don't see things as they are. We see things through our own experience. Now, we can go to the dramatic, which is there are people who have seen, who have experienced, and even been abducted by UFOs. We take a look at that. Some of us laugh at it, some of us scoff at it, some of us take wonder at it, and some of us who have actually seen and or experienced it know it's to be true. But if you haven't seen or experienced it, you don't know. If you've never been to Europe, you don't know what it's like to be in Europe. If you've never been in the Philippines, you don't know what it's like to be in the Philippines. You can only look at life through your own experiences. So, when someone comes to you and gives you an idea or a thought and tells you about life that they've experienced, and they can give you credible reasons for it and show you the way, why scoff at someone? Why not try to understand who and what they are and what it's all about? William Shakespeare actually said it very well in his play from Hamlet. And the quote is, "There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy." You'll find this quote on the blog, and it's also a link built into it, so you can actually go and read this yourself, because there's another link that's built into it. And it continues with their explanation. He says, "The emphasis should be on dreamt of, as Hamlet is pointing out how little even the most educated people can explain. One can imagine happier times when Hamlet and Horatio, studying together at Wittenberg, engaged in heated philosophical debates. Shakespeare does not expand on the specific nature of Horatio's philosophy, and in the first folio, dated the year 1623, the text actually reads, 'Our philosophy.' Some editors, such as Dice, White, and Rowe, choose to use 'our' instead of 'your,' believing Hamlet is speaking in general terms about the limitations of human thought." My request, if you will, is when you hear such things, whether it be in face-to-face conversation or you're hearing something radio, such as you're hearing here in podcast, or any place else, try to picture what the person is talking about from their experience. It is something that we all need to learn, is how to understand another person's point of view. We're in a day and age right now where we need to understand not just ourselves, but each person that we meet, we speak to, we listen to, whether it's face to face, on the phone, in the news, on the news, wherever. This is one way to start our peace. Understand someone else's philosophy and their inability to explain it in a way that can help you understand. Because I can explain it to you, but I can't make you understand. Take care, be well, see you in the morning. Thank you for listening to today's Thoughts for Growth episode. Keep up with what's new on K-Wave 6 Radio by following our blog, following us on Twitter, and liking us on Facebook. All available at www.kwave6, that's the number 6, radio.tk. Again, www.kwave6radio.tk, or if you prefer, www.kwave6radio.wordpress.com.